Hello, kittens. This is Seb, and I'm a cat. Meow. See? So today, we sent out our test version of our game. If you're interested in joining our test, you'll get a free copy of the game when we release. Jump into the Discord channel. There's a link below. And honestly, any feedback is welcome. I'm not actually that worried about bugs. I'm more worried about the fun. So if weapons are feeling overpowered, if something's just a little too slow, if the explosions aren't big enough, that's the sort of stuff I'm interested in hearing about. So I'd love it if you just jumped into the Discord, download the game, give us some feedback. As I said, free copy when we release. So yeah, that's going to be cool. All right, so what I'm going to do today is I'm just working on some art assets and just going to work on some art assets and make sure that we have everything available and ready for the App Store. Okay, cool. I just realized that there was probably an issue with the voice earlier, which is probably going to be annoying. Oh well, okay, cool. So let's jump into Photoshop. This is part of my branding image. And I'm just going to prepare a version of this without the tagline. And then I'm just going to expand this out and we can treat this, hopefully, like our main menu. Because we don't actually have a main menu yet. So let's grab... Okay. I'm not used to these artboards in Photoshop. When did this happen? So I think our main menu is going to be quite a lot bigger than this. So we might as well just sort of... Yeah, something like that I think is about right. Cool. I was just playing with some colors earlier today, and I think that this pink and yellow, don't know, it's just kind of funky. So I'm actually thinking about updating the game's color scheme to reflect this marketing material I've been working on. So honestly, like not a lot of love has gone into the overall colors. So it's probably about time. All right, so I'm just going to export this image. In fact, not quite. I think we're going to need to move parts of this image downwards. In fact, everything in this image, just so that we have a little bit of a margin, depending on how they scale their screens, or the aspect ratio of the screen. Right, because with mobile we can't trust those dirty mobile users. They're weird aspect ratios. We bring this down in size as well. Also, it seems like we're going with a rename of the app, of the game, to Splitfire. When the game was originally conceived, it was more of a racing game, closer to like Mario Kart, like a 2D Mario Kart. And then I realized it's a lot more fun to kill each other than to race, so we did that instead. Okay. Cool. I think that's probably going to be a decent background image. So let's export that and call that background image.png. Cool. So I think it's about time we build our main menu in the game. And we can use this material here to do so. Let me just clean up some rogue windows. Okay. Put Photoshop over here. We've got a sprite here. I was tidying up some of the assets, well, not tidying them up, actually just making them a bit smaller. Trying to figure out how to get the Android build to run just a little bit smoother. I'm not sure whether that's due to the debug build. Everything else is fine, or the Linux build crashed. But I think that's possibly because of his graphic drivers, so. Cool. So I guess what we want to do is maybe just we could start the game paused. What's wrong, robotic head? Oh, the Linux build. Yeah, I'm pretty sure from what I've read of that error, I'm pretty sure it's to do with your graphics drivers. Are you using the proprietary drivers, NVIDIA ones, or are you using the open source version? There's a web build up as well, which is lacking a few effects, but the game's at least playable there. Okay, so let's have a look. I guess under GUI, we have this main menu scene, which is so ugly. I was just, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to actually put this on screen. Okay, so we don't need that title anymore. Cool. Whoops, maybe we do need that title. I'm sorry, but Linux is forever going to be the bastard child. Okay, what do we want to do for this? I guess we want to have a texture rect, or was it? Yeah, texture rect here. And we'll put it at the back, and we'll anchor this. We'll just call this background. Yeah, exactly. Bastard child that ruins the entire internet for everyone else. Stupid Linux users wanting your freedom and your privacy. So selfish. Okay, why is that? I see. This should be a control node, not a node 2D. And we'll expand and set our anchors. Okay. cool. And then that means our background should... Why does our background not expand as well? Wait, so our main menu should be full rect. Right, and our background should also be full rect. Okay. Well, maybe there's just something else I'm not realizing here. Okay, so I'm going to copy this background image and plonk it down here in our main menu. Okay. Okay, so this panel, I don't think we want any theme on this panel. In fact, I don't think we even need this panel anymore. It's an ugly thing and we don't need it. Okay. So the main menu, okay. I don't understand why this is... Okay, we can delete this. We can delete this node. Okay, the VBox container, I guess that can start roughly about 2/3 down the bottom there. We don't need a margin, okay. And we only expand horizontally. Okay. Full rect. Full rect. So if we make this full rect, I don't understand why that is getting a different layout, even though they're both full rect. Is there some sort of margin? We can make it bottom wide, I guess. That's probably better. In fact, I think I'm going to do it this way. We don't need all this complicated stuff anymore. We're just going to have a simple vertical menu. Okay. And I think what we want to do is we want to keep aspect covered. Interesting. So as soon as I add that margin, it works correctly. Okay. Okay. I don't know what you're doing, Godot GUI system. I don't know what you're doing, mate, but I'm just gonna let you do it. I don't want to get involved with your GUI madness. Okay, so I think if we start at about 20% across the screen and 20% down the screen and maybe 80. That's kind of decent, I guess.